Hi neighbors, I'm the treasurer of the Shade Tree Estates Homeowners Association, and it's my job to collect the dues and pay the bills. And one of my other responsibilities is providing a report to you each year about how your dues were spent. So I'm going to give you a quick overview. We collect $19,000 each year. That's $760 from each of the 25 homes. And that money is spent two different ways in general terms. One is about 45% of that $19,000 is spent on the maintenance and the repair of our entrance area at the end of Marietta Lane. Mowing, the repair of the irrigation system, the lighting, that requires about $9,000 a year. The other 55% of our budget is spent in the collection of trash, recycling, and yard debris. Okay, so that's the overview. But now, for more detail, let's go inside the numbers. Here we see the budget that was accepted at last year's annual meeting, and in the right-hand column are the actual expenditures for each of these expense categories. The cost of regular mowing and weeding is covered in the maintenance line item. One-time events like the replacement of a dead bush or tree trimming is covered in the seasonal planting line item. Last year, we assumed that the vendor doing the maintenance work would increase his fees in January, but that didn't happen. Other expenses associated with our entrance area are water, irrigation, electricity, and lighting fixtures. You see the relatively nominal expense for each of these line items highlighted here. 55% of our budget is paid out to a single vendor, Republic Services, the company that picks up trash, recycling, and yard debris. The contract with this vendor allows them to increase the price of the service every January by 3%, something they always do. They can also impose surcharges related to the price of gasoline, but that hasn't happened for almost 2 years. Okay, that is an overview of what happened last year. And it is probably worth noting that when you look at our last year budget and our actual spending, the between the two was only $126. That's less than 1%. That's what you call brilliant financial management. But let's not dwell on that. Let's look at what's coming up this next fiscal year and what we see in the cards. Once again, let's go inside the numbers. Here you see the proposed budget for the 2017-2018 fiscal year. We believe that spending will be pretty similar to last year, and betting that the landscaping vendor does not raise their rates in January. We are, however, assuming that rates for trash pickup will increase by about 3%. Overall, we think that we'll spend about $335 more than we collect in annual dues. Will a $335 deficit in our fiscal year spending be a problem? Here we see a cash flow projection for the upcoming year, and with a healthy reserve near $10,000, our association can easily handle this deficit. Well, neighbors, that's this year's report from your financial manager. And I think you'd agree that the future of Shade Tree Estates couldn't be brighter. But I owe a lot to our president for the guidance, the inspiration, and the overall management that she provides to our community. I go to work each day knowing that things are only going to get better here at Shade Tree Estates.